I was almost going to start with an awkward pause, but I decided not to. So here we are. This is the Preston Board Gamers takeover of Garblag Games, and we are going to play Honey Heist. I have dragged along with me today. I'm just going to go like top left to top right on my screen. So we have Pete. You know Pete. He's all good.
Hello.
We have Ian. Give us a wave, Ian.
Hello.
We have Tina. The hat does not go over those headphones. We have Ed, who is station captain Ed today, and Dennis, who's just dressed normally.
Bear.
All right, so we are going to play a game called Honey Heist, which is hopefully a silly and funny one-shot that'll take a couple of hours. I just really briefly go through the rules, then we'll make characters, and then we'll let the chaos begin. So, it is Honeycon 2017. This is in our world, as it were. You guys are going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen, and there are two things. You've got a complicated plan that needs precise timing, and the second thing, you're all goddamn bears. So, you cannot talk, but you can sort of make a semblance of human speech. So maybe, you know, like a sentence or so. You can't really have a full-on conversation with people because you're a bear. Everyone good with that so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As a bear, you have two stats. Both of those stats start at the number 3. That is the magic number. One of those stats is bear, and the other stat is crime. You can use those in any way you can imagine. The way you use them is you roll a d6. If it is your stat or lower, you succeed. If it's over, you fail, and we'll think of something amusing that happens. When you fail, you can sometimes choose to be frustrated. So if you wanted to do a bear action and it didn't work, you can get angrier and move a point from criminal into bear. So your stats are always add up to 6. If one of them goes above 6, then you're kind of feral in a criminal or a bear way. And in a slight change to the rules, because it sucks if someone gets knocked out, you need to be returned to your more sentient bear self with some honey. None of you start with honey. You'll have to find it wherever you end up being. Okay, so we're going to roll through character creation. I'm going to start with Dennis. In fact, no, I'm going to start with Tina, because I played this with you before, and we'll try and get you a different roll this time. Tina, roll me a d6. In fact, roll 3 of them, please. Tell me what you get.
I have got a 4, a 4, and a 1.
All right, then. So, you are a black bear, you are a rookie, and you are the hacker.
Mm-hmm.
And you can interpret that in any way you like. Okay, so I'm going to go to Ian next. Please do the same thing. Oh, one last thing, Tina. Your special skill is climb.
I've got 2, 4, 5.
All right, you are a polar bear. You are unhinged.
Oh dear.
And you are a thief.
Oh God. Right. True to life then.
Nothing could go wrong with that, yes.
Unhinged polar bear thief.
Yes, I like it, I like it. Let's go for Ed. Ed, make your rolls for me, please.
Okay, I have 5, 5, and 4.
You are a sun badger. You are slick. In fact, no. Yeah, you are slick, and you are a hacker also.
Ah, so I'm the one that looks most like a person pretending to be a bear then.
A little bit, yeah. I think a sun bears are like 2 or 3 feet. Much probably better than Ian, who must be like, what, 8 or 9 foot tall, presumably. Let's go for Pete. Make your rolls, please.
Hello. 3 dice.
Yep.
4, 3, 5.
All right, so we'll put you as a panda bear, and you are a retired brains.
Okay. I've retired my brains. Okay.
Well, you are the brains of the outfit,
Oh,
and
shit,
whatever
we're in
you
trouble.
previously were, you have retired.
Okay.
Which leaves us with the mighty Dennis. What have you got for me, sir?
A 1, a 3, and a 4.
Okay, you are a grizzly bear.
Ooh.
You are the driver, and you are also unhinged. Okay.
Bodes well.
Indeed, indeed. So, Pete, you are a panda bear. You are the brains. Your special skill, and this is important,
Okay.
is to eat anything that looks like bamboo.
Okay.
Ian, you are a polar bear, and I
Mhm.
think you are a thief, aren't you?
Yeah.
As a polar bear, your special skill is swim.
Oh, easy.
And we have Tina as a black bear. Your special skill is climbing. And Ed, you are the sun bear, so your special skill is probably key to the whole operation here. It is sensing honey.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Honey.
And Dennis, you are a grizzly bear, and your special skill is terrify.
Nice.
That's
Goes well with the unhinged.
It does indeed, yes. So I believe we've got a brains, we've got a driver, and I think we've got 2 hackers and a thief. Does either the hacker want to change your role, or are you happy having 2 hackers?
I'm happy to change my role if there's 2 of us.
Sure, okay. Do you want to be a 1 or a 6?
I will be a 6, please.
You are the face.
Was I the other hacker? I'm very sorry. I've already forgotten what it was.
You were the other hacker, because I think it is brains, thief. Now you are the face, you're the hacker, and you are the driver of any which way you want to do that. Normally in this game, you roll for hats, but we're organised, prepared, and professional, and we've all come with our own hats, which is awesome. The next thing to do is give your bear a name. So, Pete, what do you want to call your bear?
Oh, blimey. Sorry, I'm setting up the overlay with all the scores for
Okay,
everyone.
no
So
worries
give me
then.
2 minutes.
I'll-
Give me 2 minutes.
I will leave you to the end. I'll start with Dennis then. Dennis, what would you like to call your bear?
Nope. Drawing a blank.
Okay, no worries. Has anyone
Absolutely.
got a bear name, or am I
I
just
think I think I'll go with something. I'm unhinged, and then the polar is sending me down the sort of Christmas route. So think I'm going to go with Crush Kringle.
Crush Kringle? All right. You sound like a wrestler. I love it. All right then.
Christmas themed wrestler. Brilliant.
I honestly thought he was going to say Santa Claus.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, yeah.
that's the obvious. That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
I almost lost my amazing hat. Tina or Ed, have we got any names for our charismatic black bear or our slick hacker?
I'm trying to think of one. It's really hard.
No worries then. I didn't really give you any prep for this part. I should perhaps have allowed you to pick a bear name first.
You just have to go with something really basic. Just have to be
Yeah,
just bear 1, bear 2, bear 3, bear 4.
Billy.
could be. Yeah.
Just bear with me.
You're Billy
Bear
the
with
bear.
me.
Billy the
Billy
bear.
the bear. It's the most nonchalant name. No one's going to suspect me.
Yeah, that's true.
All right then. No worries at all then.
For my completely unhinged, terrifying grizzly, I'll go for Fluffy.
Fluffy, love it, love it, love it.
Fluffy.
In a D&D game I play with Tina, I have a really foul-mouthed, cute-looking, are they called Hermangons? The rabbit things, basically, that I've called Flumpy Buttersocks, just because it's like the character's a complete arsehole, so I love the dichotomy of I'm really cute, but I'm a massive dickhead.
Yep.
So, have we named your character, Tina?
Yeah, I'm going to pull on my childhood and I'm going to call mine Sue from Sooty and Sweep.
Hmm.
All right then, no worries.
Ah.
So we've got Kris Kringle, Sue, Billy, Fluffy, and Pete. Do you want us to pick a name for you?
Mr. Sticks.
Mr. Sticks. Okay then. This is why you're in charge. You see, you've got the Mister in front of your name. Clearly, you're like that's
Someone
why you
else
retired.
named me, and I'm obsessed with bamboo. So Mr.
Oh,
Sticks.
okay, fair enough then. Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Sticks then. Oh no, were you a pet at some point? Were you? There's a dark backstory there, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got our descriptions, our type of bear, our skill, our role, and our name. Actions, I'll quickly roll through that. So when you're going to do something and it might not go your way, you roll a d6, equal to or under you succeed, over the stat you fail. If you're doing something that's related to your bear's special skill or your role, and feel free to twist that in any way you like, you roll 2d6 and pick the best number. we briefly touched on, you can move a point from criminal into bear if you try being a bear and get angry. If things go well and you manage to do successful crime things, you can move something from bear into criminal. If things aren't going well or you don't like the way it's going, you can voluntarily move 1 point from bear to criminal by doing a flashback scene where you come up with something that you and the other bears thought about before and decided to do, and that will help you move from bear into criminal. So just, sat in the diner eating breakfast, coming up with your nefarious plan. And if you eat honey, you can move a point from criminal into bear.
And how many times a game can you do this?
As many times as you can
But if you
find
hit
honey or
6
come up with a flashback scene.
Cool.
Mhm.
But stuff happens
Yes.
if you hit 6, right?
If you hit
Yeah,
6,
true.
you're supposed to
Flip out.
betray the party or go feral. But when we played it in real life, when that happened, we were only like halfway through. I was like, I think if you just give them honey, we'll bring them back into the game, because otherwise someone's just sat watching the rest of us play.
Fair.
When we did it in real life, we had a honey badger whose special skill is carnage.
In real life, you had a honey badger in real life.
We
That
did,
sounds
we
dangerous.
did.
Really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
dedicated to the roleplay. Yeah.
Yeah. It still lives under the stairs. I can't get it to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't try.
No. All right then. So, any questions before we pretend to have a go at playing the game?
Oh, good.
No? Oh, good then. So, HoneyCon 2017, luckily for you guys, is taking place in the middle of a forest. I can't see the map and all the rest of it, but I've got my little Twitch
Hang on.
screen phone in front of me. So it is essentially a sort of rural lake retreat. Quite basic. It has like a sort of like a token gate post, as in there's no actual gates or fence, it's just like a big arch thing saying HoneyCon 2017. And we're going to start at 12 o'clock on the day of HoneyCon. You guys are about to enter HoneyCon. So before we get there, as Mr. Sticks is the brains, do you know these bears? Is this your like prime picked crew? Did you bump into them into the forest?
I know all of them apart from Fluffy, who is a recent addition to the team, and
Okay,
I'm not sure about Fluffy.
fair enough. Then there's a slight bit of a wild card then. Okay then. So as the brains, are you guys going through the front entrance? Are you coming in from, because the place is surrounded by woods, so you can feel free to just come in from the side if you wish.
I'll probably ask the team on that and be like, We can talk to each other as people,
You
can't
all
we?
speak. Well, you all speak.
I
bear.
speak bear.
So you
Okay,
speak
yeah, good
bear
point.
to each
Yeah.
other, so you can communicate freely. Just not with humans.
So the listeners on the Twitch stream, they won't be able to understand.
I'm afraid not.
That's
no.
unfortunate.
Unless they've got a universal translator, in which case they'll be
I've got
horrified.
the
by
bear
it.
filter on.
Good, that's all right.
they'll
Excellent,
understand.
excellent. Yeah, yeah.
But the front door's a bit obvious, isn't it? Do we want to sneak in or just be front door?
I mean,
It's the front door is the last place I'd expect a bunch of bears to come in to steal some honey. Just saying.
I'm quite unsubtle, so I would tend towards the front door, but I'll try and make it work if you want to go alternative route.
I think we'll go in the front door.
I love how absolutely unsure of that you sound.
I think we just have to be confident, right?
Yeah.
That's
If
how
we
I'm
just
feeling.
walk
Yeah.
in like we
Yeah.
own the place,
Yeah.
people won't suspect anything.
I've never had a problem with getting what I want in my life, so
I'm going to call it Burfidence from now. You just got to have Burfidence.
barefoot, exactly.
Yeah. All right then. Who's going? So the archway. There's like people either side of it. They're handing out. They're handing out like programs, little like pamphlets and things like that. Who's
I'll
going
take
through
one.
first? All right. What you can do with it?
See if I can read it and understand it.
All right then. That feels like a crime roll to me.
All right. Oh, that's a 5. That's a good failure there.
Okay. So, you make a half convincing way of looking at it sideways. Anybody else taking any of them?
I'll take one, yeah. Just
Okay.
sort of look at it like I know what I'm doing.
Perfect. So we're not going to try and read it. We're just going to stare at it like we're doing human things.
Yeah, it's part of the character, you know.
Ah, okay, fair enough then.
Yeah.
I like it. So as the Slick Billy, the hacker, you're in the zone.
Slick Billy.
Well, I mean, it
Yeah,
sounds
that's
better
great.
than Billy Slick, I think, to be fair. So unless you'd rather be
Yeah.
Billy Slick, Slick Billy kind of rolls
Slick
off the
Billy's
bird
great.
tongue a bit easier.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
for some reason Slick Billy just seems cleaner. I don't know why.
Fair enough then. Okay, so some of you can take some of the programs and things like that, and you are basically inside. It's quite big. It's set over.
I'm gonna roll one up into a very fine tube and then chew on it.
Okay, fair enough then. Fair enough then. We are using our special skill there, I noticed. So it's quite big. It's set over a couple of acres. There's a massive lake in the middle of it. And I guess you guys can spend the first 20 minutes just ambling around. Off to the left-hand side, there is essentially a sort of fun fair with lots of the kind of games where you hook the ducks and throw stuff at things. Being HoneyCon, a lot of those prizes are honey. We also have, off to the right-hand side, a whole bunch of like market stalls and things like that. There's some less interesting buildings towards the back. Where do you want to go first?
I might just go and have a little swim in the lake.
Sure. Okay. No worries then.
There's water there. I'll keep an eye on things, but I'm a bit hot. It's quite hot. It's noon, isn't it? So
Yeah. Is there a tree I
Okay.
can rub my butt on?
Of course, as the brains of the outfit, you should definitely, get all the distractions out of the way to start with. All right then. So while the butt rubbing and the swimming is going on, are the other three of you doing anything in particular?
I would like to go to the games, please.
You would like to go to the games. Okay.
I will follow along.
Okay. And Slick Billy, what are you doing?
I'll take a look at the markets. There's got to be some honey for sale there, and maybe I can find some kind of, I don't know, whatever humans use to obtain things from the markets.
All right. Often it's violence.
Well, I have 3 Bitcoin stashed away somewhere. They might take that. Or bear coin, as I call it. It's my own
Bear
cryptocurrency.
coin. I love it.
Bytecoin.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's going to explode soon. It's good.
I've finished cooling off, so I'll join you at the games, I think.
Okay, so we've got 3 of you going to the games, and Mr. Sticks, are you...
Well, now they're all providing distractions. I'm going to head towards the office.
Cool. All right. It is always my favorite thing when I'm running a game, when everyone's like, yeah, we're just going in 7 different directions. Hope that's cool. Of course it is. Anyway, we will start with the games then. So, I guess to your bear selves, you can throw a whole variety of small things. Some of them look very much too small for like your massive bear hands. You can throw balls at stuff, or you can try and catch what look like fish out of some water with a stick.
Is anybody a sun bear?
Oh, the sun bear didn't come with us.
Slick Billy went the other way.
Damn it!
I've gone to the markets, man.
Oh no!
Yeah.
My cunning plan was to fling the small bear at the throwing prizes.
It's like some kind of beanie baby.
I mean, okay.
Beanie baby.
Now the cunning plan's out of the way. What are you going to do then?
Well, I have a second cunning plan.
All right.
I'm going to try and persuade the nearest games person, stall person, that they want to give me the prize of honey because I've already won by growling at them quite loudly.
Fair enough. Then you're just going to like point in your face or your stomach. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a crime roll. So let's see how it goes.
That is a 3 on the dot.
All right then. So Jim, who's having a pretty boring day, really can't be bothered arguing with sort of odd, hairy, quite tall customers and their scary friend. So he'll give you a jar of honey and hope you'll go away.
Hey.
I will
Scary
chalk that up
friend.
as a win.
What would you like to do?
I will give a go at fishing at some
All right.
point, if that's all right.
Of course it is. Are you going to try and do it the way the people are doing it, or are you just going to use your hands?
Oh yeah, no, definitely claws. Sorry, I thought that was obvious. Like, I'm a bear.
Well, all right then. So that's clearly a bear action then. Let's see what we got.
Yeah. A 6. Oh wait.
So sadly, it turns out they're slightly too far away, and you're just kind of like smacking the wooden edge
Oh,
with your
that is
paws repeatedly.
embarrassing.
It is, isn't it? You feel unbird.
I'm getting angry about that. It's
Okay.
not making me feel good.
Do you want to move a point from crime into bear?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed, and these humans are laughing at me. I'm
Surely it's embarrassed.
Embarrassed
yeah,
is the word.
embarrassing. Yeah.
I think for most of these people I see in real life, so whoever does the best bear pun, I will buy you a pint. Unless it's Pete, in which case I can't buy you a pint.
What? That's not fair.
A pint of honey.
You know what? Yeah, sure.
So what am I doing?
I'll take
I'm
it.
You now have 2 in crime and 4 in bear.
yes.
You are a whole 17% better at being a bear, but less good at crime.
Oh,
Just
who's
dip into
changed
your-
his stats?
Ian, he's 4 bear and 2 crime. You could.
It's
You
forbearing.
He is indeed
Yeah.
forbearing. Are you the accountant for the night? Are you?
I am indeed. It's changing on the screen so our viewers can see.
Ah.
4 bear and
cool.
2 crime.
So, who went to the market stalls?
I did.
It was it Slick Billy and Fluffy?
No, I went to the games as well.
Oh, my apologies. In which case, what game would you like to try?
I'll have a go at this fishing as well, but I don't quite have the technique. So I would like to just utterly terrify the fish into giving up. Just stomp and growl and roar at my bestest.
Right. Okay. Go for it.
That's a 2.
All right then. So it is a surprise because the fish are plastic, but eventually people just throw them at you to make you go away.
Yay!
You like roar and roar and roar, and the fish pay no attention whatsoever, and eventually you get showered with like slightly tepid, not very nice water and a bunch of plastic fish.
I won.
You did, congratulations. Yep, you are the proud owner of 13 plastic fish.
Excellent. Can I exchange these for honey?
Yeah.
You can, yes.
You should play that game where you have to trade up whatever you win. And
Yeah.
walk around the honeycomb, like slowly getting your way to honey.
If
Yeah.
we were playing D&D, someone would have written 13 plastic fish on their character sheet, and about 4 years in the future, use them for some purpose.
Yep.
But yes,
Yep.
you can exchange them. It is 4 plastic fish for 1 honey.
Oh, sweet. We will
Ooh.
exchange that. And have one fish to spare.
Do. Okay, so Slick Billy, you have gone to the stalls. There are lots and lots of stalls selling honey. The ones closest to you has a big F and a small C, so it's FC honey, and there's also Fanboy B.
Ooh, I'm gonna look at Fanboy B.
Okay, fair enough. So Fanboy B sells about 6 varieties of honey. They've all got lots of long words next to them. What kind of bear are you? You are a sun bear, aren't
I'm
you?
a sun bear.
Um,
Can I tell if there's any honey here?
I mean, most of the market stalls sell honey, so there's honey everywhere. No specialized senses needed,
Success.
just eyes. How are you going to get the honey?
I am going to try and convince this fine proprietor of goods that I'm a secret customer and I'm actually here to like taste the honey, or like I'm a honey taster. I'm from quality control.
You're from quality control.
Clarity
Yeah.
control.
I'm from quality control.
Quality control.
I'm
Very
here to
nice,
make
very
sure
nice.
that what they're selling is up to standard, and I want to taste every single one of these. I need to take some
I need
samples.
to taste all of the honey.
Excuse me, let me just.
I'm more
That's good.
impressed just like shoving the whole lot down your face. All right then. So that feels like a crime roll then. So can you convince
Yeah.
Fanboy B to give up their honey?
That's 3. Does that mean
That is a success. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
All right then. So you are provided with a little, I guess, like sample pouches of honey. are you eating them?
Ooh, I'll keep them for now. I'm gonna try and bulk up, for later.
Okay, fair enough then. You leave Fanboy 3 looking very, very confused as you've persuaded them that you are there for quality control, and then just taken the honey and left.
I sort of can bears don't have thumbs. I kind of just like give him a knowing look, like, yeah, good stuff.
Keep it up.
Yeah, like keep up the good work, man.
I have never before considered whether bears have thumbs or not.
You're getting a 5, and I just kind of do this to try and indicate 5, but it's a 4. So,
can bears retract their claws? Or are you just like basically just doing this at them repeatedly?
I don't know. Maybe. Like
I
bring them
rate
all
it
out.
5 claws.
I love it. 5 claws out of death. Well done. Oh, I should say, by the way, that I have my hand drawn little background from Lily, which was quite good considering she just doodled that in about 10 minutes. There's even a bee on it, but I just realised.
Right.
Next time I get someone to draw me a background, I will get them to put it at either the left or the right because I'm mostly sat in front of it. So
make it look like you're being threatened by 2 bears from either
oh,
side.
that'd be I mean, like I like that.
That nights out like that.
Excuse me then. All right, I properly snorted at that. All right then, Mr. Sticks, as the brains of the outfit.
There's got to be all these little jars of honey have to have come out of a big jar of honey. Right?
Okay.
And I think they're keeping their extra honey. It's like a jar I could swim in. Not that I'm very good at swimming, but it must be somewhere in this building up here.
Okay, and which building are you going to?
The office.
The office. Okay then.
It looks
fine,
boring.
fine.
So it reminds me of like the building I used to go into when I was in the zoo, and it was the important building.
Okay then. So I guess stood outside the office, they probably look like park rangers to yourself, and they're mostly stopping people going into the office, unless they also dress slightly like park rangers.
Flashbacks. I can I see if I can the giant panda. Can the giant panda sneak around them, or perhaps play?
So they're literally
panda?
either side of the doorway.
Oh, okay, right. I'm gonna try and can I climb the building?
Okay. How do you want to do that?
Where they can't see me. Is there like a drain pipe or something I could shimmy up? I don't know.
I was about to suggest you going around the back. I was like, no, I'll see what you come up with. Okay then. So around the back of the building, there is a fairly small window at the sort of back right of the building, and there is a drain pipe. You can try climbing it if you like.
Okay. I may just try and force my way through a small window.
I mean, you have to go up the drain pipe.
Oh, up the drain pipe. Sure.
It's not on the first floor.
I will climb the drain pipe then.
All right. Is that your special skill?
Nope.
It's not, is it? No.
I'm tempted to eat the drain pipe because it's very long and cylindrical, and it looks a bit like painted bamboo. But I'll resist and I will climb, not eat.
Okay.
My tummy's hungry.
Right. So this is a bear activity.
Bear activity. I rolled a 4.
All right then. So as a panda bear, you sort of grip it, brace your feet against the wall, and then just slump down and roll over a few times before sitting on the floor confused, wondering what's going on.
Okay.
Maybe you'll need your crack team of bears to help you with this. Maybe.
Darn it.
So
I need that big tough one to take out those 2 guards.
Yeah, I would happily come and scare some guards. I hate people. I also eat people.
I mean, those sort of go together. So there are loud, like sort of like speakers on poles around everywhere, and they are going on about something called the sponsor event and Nature's King, which is happening in 5 minutes in front of the lake.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, we'll look there.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Let's go and see what's going on.
Maybe we can all meet up.
meet up and share your success, plastic fish, and embarrassment. So, it turns out, I will assume that, I guess, can any of you read as bears?
Is
And
that
if the answer
Can
is
the
yes,
brains do that?
it's up to you. So, if you can read, how did you learn to read as a bear?
That's a very good question.
No worries. As an
I
example,
guess you've had the most exposure to humans, haven't you? If you've been in
Yeah,
a zoo.
in the zoo.
There's lots of zoo signs
In the
and
zoo,
stuff.
they were like trying to do, teaching me things so that I
okay.
could show off to like the people coming because I was unable to bear children. So
okay.
they thought they'd get some money out of me somehow. So they'd train me up, and they get me to I could read signs and they could show me something and I could react to it the right way. And
Yeah,
that kind of
okay.
thing.
No worries at all then. So, Mr. Sticks can read. Can any of the other bears read?
I can read, but only if it's on a screen. Because I'm a
Okay.
hacker.
I like it.
In any other context, I don't know what words mean. It has to be on a screen of some kind.
I love it. Yeah, happily go with that then. All right then. So, Mr. Sticks, there is a little sort of like a really crappy stage. It's basically like a bunch of pallets on top of some barrels. It's probably only like 12 foot long. And there is like a huge arch that they put up at the back of it that says King of Nature and Nature's King. And there is a lion on the stage surrounded by big plastic bottles. And there's, I guess, a kind of hawker who is selling these plastic bottles. And you too can be Nature's King.
Yeah, I mean, we are clearly
What's
the more appropriate animal. Why would they bring a lion to HoneyCon? That makes me
Who's this poser?
so infuriated. Infuriated.
Oh, Ian's back in the lead.
Oh, brilliant.
Pun-wise, I've gone from Ian to Pete and then back to Ian, but infuriating is excellent. Well played, sir. Well played.
Damn, my brain.
So-
Now I'm just trying to think of bear puns rather than anything to do with the
That's
story.
okay as well. Yeah. So the lion is like, it's the glossiest looking mane you've ever
we
seen.
talk to
Like
the
when
lion?
you look at your own fur and you're like,
Yeah.
I look like I live in the forest, and they look like they live a life of luxury.
Can I talk to the line and see if I can get some hair care tips?
Sure.
you thought that maybe
Face, I
it's
need
made
to
their
always
lane?
look my best for,
Mm.
when I need to chat up a human or a bear or both.
Yeah, no worries then. So how exactly are you going to do this then?
That is a very good question. I'm going to saunter over to the line in a nonchalant way, as if I fit in with that confidence, because that's how you get into places. And I have left my clipboard at home.
I could say you need a yellow jacket, really, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I could mug a ranger for a yellow jacket, but I think that might be noticed right now. So I'm going to just saunter over to the lion and sort of point to the mane and growl it in a sort of, how do you get your hair to look like that kind of way?
He sort of like looks at you, like examines his, like he's got perfectly manicured claws as well, and then eventually just like knocks one of the bottles across the stage towards you.
Can I look at the bottle?
Yes, it's a bottle. It has words on it. You don't know what
Oh,
they
cracking. I'm just going to open the bottle and drink it. That's what other humans do, right?
Oh no!
are. Okay, I did not expect that. Well done, well done. Okay then. So while that's going on, is anyone else doing anything at the Nature's King event?
I'm going to challenge the lion because I think he's all show and no all main and no raw.
But he's the main attraction.
That's good,
Yeah,
but it's not a
points
bear
for
pun.
that.
No, it's not a bear pun. It's only bear puns.
Don't waste your time on
Adjacent
lion.
animal puns.
barely
are
worth
not-
it.
Stop lying around then.
Oh, very good, very good. So, how are you like fisticuffs with the bear? So you are the bear with the lion?
So first off, I'm just going to go up and sort of showboat, just sort of walk around him, try and intimidate him a bit, see if I can get a rise out of him.
So he just kind of like lies down and just starts examining, like, because cats do have retractable claws. He starts like pinging his claws out one by one, like looking at them and then looking at you and kind of, hey, buddy.
Oh yeah, we're sizing each other up. He wants he wants to go at it. I might knock over one of his little bottles.
Like the single most petty thing a polar bear can ever do is like pink and knock a bottle over.
I'll just keep knocking him over until he does something.
So it is the human who does something. He's like, sir, are you planning to buy those?
I'll roar very loud at the human.
Okay. At which point he steps back behind the lion and looks at the lion on the floor. He reluctantly gets up and roars right back at you.
Can I wrestle the lion?
I absolutely think you can, yes. So
That's
I guess,
what I do.
Yes, this is going to be a bear roll from yourself.
Absolutely. You challenge Crush Kringle!
Oh, you are a thief, aren't you? So it's not really related to your role, but as a polar bear, you can swim, so it's not related to that. So it is just
No, I
your
know.
D6. It is just your D6.
But I'm sort of like leaning into the wrestler sort of
Yeah.
backstory. I rolled a 2.
You roll a 2. So what do you want to do to lion? It's basically your toy at this point. It's very slippy, by the way. It's like literally covered in some kind of cream thing.
Well, I'm true wrestler style. I'm going to lift it up above my head and throw it in the water because cats hate water.
Fair enough then. So it's quite far to the water. You're gonna run and then just hurl it.
I guess so because that's the priority here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So to the delight of perhaps yourselves and the astonishment of the onlookers, someone picks up the lion, runs about 300 meters with it, and then just hurls it into the lake.
I would like to start a chant in favor of the person who's just picked up the lion. Obviously, I can't say human words, but I can kind of do like a, just like really whip everyone up, like. No one's gonna know the name of this
It's
person.
a slow
but
clap.
I can get them to like, I don't know, start cheering or something, or like get people agitated.
Mm.
Okay.
Really cause a scene.
This is going to be a really good distraction.
It's a shame you didn't have a plan for it, though.
Can I pull the sign down while everyone's looking in the other direction and roll it up?
Can I take a couple more
Oh my
bottles?
goodness, it's escalating quickly, isn't it?
It is ramping up the bear a little bit, yes. So you're basically ripping the Nature's King signs down. At this point,
It's
the man...
I'm like in the background, really awkward, like massive panda, like trying to do it quietly, and then I just like clang, pull the whole thing down.
That's yours. You've got some bottles of shampoo. You're starting a chant. What does the grizzly bear think of all this, Fluffy?
Not quite interesting. Seeing as I'm a driver, I'd like to drive some more attention towards this event.
I love it. I love it.
Play
That's
a bit
literally what you should do with your skills. Interpret it in any whack-ass way you like. That's all fine. All right, then. So you want to gather some more attention around the lack of the Nature's King advert, basically.
Yeah, and just the whole spectacle that's going on. See if we can drive some people away from, let's say, the markets or the offices, and get them to join this event. Be the hype bear for for this match.
Okay. Do you want to do that as a bear or crime? Either way, you roll an extra dice because it is your skill thing.
I'll do it as a bear.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Okay. Do you want the office or the markets then?
Let's do the office.
Okay, no worries. And as a final thing, for Crush Kringle, as you've hurled the lion into the lake, you can just see it frantically trying to swim and like bobbing up and down under the water.
Oh dear. Do people seem upset about the whole lion situation?
Drowning
most of them
lion.
aren't really looking because Fluffy has garnered their attention around the free shampoo.
Oh, you are playing on my heartstrings a bit. Do people think I should maybe go and check if the lion's okay? I feel like it would be a bit sad if the lion drowned.
Nah, he had it coming.
Okay,
No worries then.
I'll go with the team.
I mean,
Okay.
he tried to take our title from us, so
Yeah.
Fine. Stuff
All
the
right.
lion.
Yeah.
So, Nature's King is no more. It turns out
Hail to the king.
birds.
Bears hate lions.
5 kings right here.
I
Natural
like
enemies.
it. All right then, Brains. Your crack team of expert operatives have created a distraction.
Excellent.
The park rangers are trying to figure out what the hell happened. Where did these sponsors go, and who saw the lion last?
Let's go. Anyone who's not engaged in distracting, I'm gonna, in a fairly tired-looking panda way, gesture them to follow me, and then walk quite slowly towards the officers. I've got this rolled up. I've got this the sign, and I've imagined it as some sort of banner thing, right? And I've rolled it up into like a stick, like tight. It might be Pam. I might eat it later. I don't know. I might hit someone with it. I'm not sure.
Okay. So, do you have like a secret burr signal to summon your burr pack? Oh yeah, I mean that's yeah.
Evident.
Yeah.
Clear.
That's much better.
Or
than,
me
like,
rubbing my butt on a tree. One of the two.
We wouldn't know because you're just constantly doing it. So we'd
Keep
never
us
know.
focused.
Oh dear. So, who has seen the waving and he's going to go along?
I'll follow.
Yep.
I think I've seen.
I recognize the cunning and subtle hand signal, and I follow our leader.
I feel like I might need to lay low after all of the sort of lion palaver, so I dive into the water and hope that the lake is big enough that if I swim away from the scene, I might be able to get out the other side of the lake.
Oh, it's pretty far, yeah. Like, it's quite a big lake. The
Yeah.
map's just, like, subjective. Can't remember the quite word. But yes, it's just representative. That's what I wanted to say.
So I'll
Conceptual.
probably
Where's the canteen?
I'll make my way round there, but I'm not following directly.
Okay, yeah. No worries at all, then. It probably is quite easy to see Fluffy, as he must be a couple of feet taller than almost everybody. Perhaps less so, the blackbird and sunbear. Are you, like, a tall panda? Or are you just, like, a sort of...
You can't
Cuddly.
tell because I'm always kind of rolling around and
okay.
all that kind of stuff. I'm quite big, but I'm old.
Fair enough then.
Mold.
So I guess maybe 15 minutes later then at an exorbitantly slow pace. So, like they've gone to the office.
Occasionally I
and come
stop
back,
and
like,
rub my
3 or
butt
4
on a
times.
tree.
Yeah. Investigate stuff that might be bamboo. You never know. You never know when you could have enough bamboo. You are outside the office. There are no park rangers. There are still, like, you can hear like people inside, but there's none of the park ranger types there.
This is like the zoo building. I think they've got a big jar of honey.
You go check it out. I'll stay out here.
Yeah,
I'm going to walk
What's the
really
plan,
slowly
great
towards
leader?
the door. But there's I'll take them around the side and be like, someone watch the front, someone in the window.
So we need a climbing bear to climb up here.
I'll be outside. I'll be out front.
I suppose I could climb.
Who's the
to
climbing
window.
bear? Is that
That would be me.
It is the exceptionally
Is that Sue?
reluctant Sue. Yeah.
Yeah. I shall climb gracefully as a black bear does. But I'm not
Alright.
going to go up the drain pipe because it is crap plastic, so it'll just break. So I'm just going to wedge my claws in because it's a wooden building, right?
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
just
Yeah.
going to wedge my claws in and just make my own ladder.
Okay, then, no worries. All right. That is a bear out.
Is it 1 dice or 2? Because it's my specialist skill to
It's
climb.
2.
That's all.
Roll 2. Pick your favourite one.
I will pick the 2 because that is lower than 3.
All right, then. So, a 3 would have been okay as well if that's your start. You successfully, essentially, drag yourself up this building and are outside the window.
I'm going to face the window.
There's a
And they're
bear
gonna-
in it.
I'm going to punch it. There's another fucking bear.
Okay.
a bear.
Ah!
The
There's
bear's
a
running
bear
the
in here. I've got
show.
to rescue it. It's
What?
another black bear. It looks exactly like me. It's my lost twin sister. It was stolen from me as a cub.
All right. Unexpected comedy into darkness. I love it. So, I guess let's make a bear roll then.
That's another 2.
All right then. So, you just reflexively smash your bear claw through the window. The other bear disappears, which is very strange and slightly confusing. but there's also now like whatever the shiny thing was isn't there anymore, and you can well, I guess if you want, you can smash the rest of the stuff out of the way and go in the room.
I think it's just like when she fell into that lake. I jumped in after her and she just disappeared again. I'll continue smashing and going to the room.
Such a tragic backstory.
Yeah.
They all richer.
It's raining some kind of sharp stuff on Mr. Sticks and Slick Billy, but
I'll
Sue?
open the sign up a little bit so that the
make an umbrella.
You made an umbrella.
An
An umbrella.
Umbrella. Okay. Sadly for you, you can't fit through this window because even a black bear is bigger than this window.
That sounds like we need to remodel a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know a contractor?
No, but I have bare arms.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm
So you're gonna
fairly-
try and like wreck the window frame.
What is a window if not a door halfway up a wall?
Okay. So are we gonna just do this with Burr, which is like obviously noisy, or are we gonna somehow do this in a stealthy manner using crime?
I cannot justify this as stealthy. I'm literally ripping the shit out of a wooden building.
Do we need a distraction?
Well, you are the brains, Mr. Sticks, so
I'll run
that is
round,
your
I'll run
question.
Which
round
we
the
need
front
to
to Fluffy and I'll go.
I go. Go.
I don't know what we
Oh,
agreed on, but yeah.
I just realised I have whatever bears have pockets in. I have those filled with shampoo bottles. I don't need to smash things.
Oh, you can lube up the window.
That's a phrase I've never heard before, but okay.
Like
Yes, I
slide
will
it
lube
gently
up
out
the
of
window.
Okay, so you're lubing up the window. What does Slick Billy think of all this, by the way?
Well, two very noisy things are either happening or are about to happen. So, are we by the front door?
You round the back or round the side? The only bear near the front door is Fluffy.
Is there a back door?
There is not. No, this is the high security office.
I find a back door because I'm the hacker. Is that pushing it too much?
No, not in the slightest. No.
And I pick the lock with my claws.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
of which is filed into the shape
Yeah, nice.
of a lockpick.
I love it. I love it. I
Nice.
love it. All right then. That is definitely crime.
Hell yeah. That's 5. Oh no. My claw pick is ineffective.
It is a
Crack.
very specific lockpick and does a single lock, but
Yeah.
it works the one time you use it. So you're convinced that now it'll work for everything.
It's the one my owner trained me on.
Ah, yeah, of course, yeah. You're quite,
I'm
yeah, I
very
like
good
it.
at picking that lock.
Fair enough then. So I'll come to Dennis or Fluffy. I don't know if you're planning to use Burr or crime, but if you're planning to use crime, this will be a good time for a flashback. And if you're planning to use Burr, then have at it.
I will very much just bear.
Okay.
And attempt to make more noise than they are making, effectively.
Ah, okay. So you're just gonna like volcano of roaring, essentially.
Yes. The
Okay.
attention on me and not on them.
Okay.
That's
no
a 2.
worries. All right then. So yeah, you are exceptionally noisy. So Fluffy's outside, who's roaring his mating call into the wilderness as loudly as he
Watch
can.
out.
I will ask Crush Kringle a question. So it's obvious, there's a mating call going on, which may or may not interest you, but you can also see that Sue is halfway up a window doing human things to it. Do you want to speed up and run like a bird, or are you just going to maintain your human disguise and...
Yeah, no, I want to be in the action. I mean, I don't know what I'll do when I get there, but yeah, I'm gonna run towards the office.
All right then. So you're full speeding ahead then. All right then. So while this is going on at this point, then we have left Sue lubing up a window.
Yeah, I've sort of, with my claw, I've sort of carefully picked out the sharper bits around the edge of the window frame. Sorry, doused myself one-handed because I'm still clinging onto a wall at this point. Put a little with shampoo. Put a little bit around the window frame, and I'm going to launch myself bodily into the window covered in shampoo.
Right then. Okay.
The hole where the window was.
Cool. Let's call this a crime roll. You can do a flashback if you like. It's up to you.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if you do a flashback, you have to come up with a halfway convincing story about dousing yourself in shampoo for some reason.
Okay. So I am from the forest originally. I'm a
Okay.
forest bear, and there were these strange women who would occasionally appear under waterfalls, just lathering their hair up, and every time I approached, they'd just run off. And they'd leave behind one of these curiously smelling bottles of shampoo. They were delicious.
Are you describing a Timotei advert there? I think?
Yeah, something like nature's herbal
Herbal
essences.
essences.
Oh,
I
herbal
think.
essences,
Other
right, okay,
shampoos are
Yeah.
available.
Most of us don't have enough hair to endorse shampoo, so it's all good. We'll probably get away with it. All
What are
right
you talking
then.
about? We're all bears.
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
Yeah. Even to this day, I enjoy a little shot of conditioner as a sort of
Oh
aperitif.
man,
Happy
oh,
to.
that's so thick.
Yeah, it's like a Bailey's.
Yeah.
I'm quite glad I didn't put a supermarket or a chemist on the map because you like him feeding is like your bear feeding your addiction, just like snorting bits of
I
conditioner
think
and
I have
things
a
like
problem
that.
with this because every time I play it, my bear ends up having an addiction to something.
Okay, so I cannot remember. Oh no, you've moved a point from bear into criminal, so I'm assuming you're now 4 criminal and 2 bear
Yes, I will be for
due
criminal
to your
bear.
human interactions. She obviously is the prime driver of crime in bears.
Yep. Do you want me to roll to see if I
I
can get
do,
through
I
the
do,
window?
because either you're going to squad yourself through or slide down the building like
I
some kind of melted
managed
ice
to-
cream.
Roll a 4.
All right, well, it was a good job you did your other shampoos available flashback.
Mm.
So you essentially just flump through and splat into the floor.
I'm going to attempt to pick myself up after a couple of false starts because the floor is inexplicably slippy.
It is indeed. Your big bear feet are just sliding out
Sliding
from underneath
around.
you. There is a big box in the corner that has, I guess, what look like red lights covering it, as in like beams of lights covering it.
Ah. Bees of light, you say?
Almost.
Bees mean honey.
They could do. So I'm going to ask Mr. Sticks and Slick Billy, what are you doing at the moment? And Crush Kringle, Ethan, are you approaching where the window is? Or are you going around the front to the mating call?
No, I'm heading towards Fluffy at the front.
All right, then. We're going to have a wonderful bromance moment then. So you barrel around the corner, and he's basically singing love songs at the top of his bear voice to all these humans who just can't understand the majestic melodies that he's pumping out and are wondering where security is.
Yeah,
I've got go on. I've got a beautiful baritone voice.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in the lead for the bear puns. Ian has been dethroned again.
No, but it is beautiful. I agree. I try and join in, but I don't think I've quite got the same voice as Fluffy. So I start trying to make start trying to communicate with Fluffy, not giving him a bit of a look, and see if he wants to actually just have a fight instead.
Oh, okay.
Fake fight.
Well, Fluffy, how do you feel about this? That you winking away there, is it?
There's the unhingedness creeping out. Grizzly's up for fights, sure.
I think we have a bit of a history because I think maybe I brought Fluffy to the gang. That's why Mr. Sticks didn't know Fluffy.
It's the kind of
and we
thing
have,
you do, right?
yeah, we have a bit of a love-hate history, and I think all of that music, while it was emotional, I think it also brought out some history between us, and it's fired me up for a bit of wrestling.
All right, one of you
Can do.
turn the other one down at some point, and it's just all downhill from there, is it?
Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
start off as play fighting, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
All right then. So why don't you both roll your burst at then?
4, which is my best.
All right. So you have the upper hand, Crush Kringle. What do you want to do with it?
Well, we'll start off gently, so we'll do some sort of
Family show.
play fighting. We'll do some play fighting. I'll lift him up a bit and do some fake wrestling throws so he doesn't actually get hurt.
Okay.
Just trying to put on a good show to get people interested.
Yeah, okay. No worries then. Mr. Sticks, you are the brains of the outfit.
I haven't got a clue what's going on.
I don't know how you feel it's going on, but you can see those two wrestling.
Great.
You may have heard the very odd flump sound from the side of the building. What is Slick Billy doing at this point to give the brains of the outfit a time to come up with a plan?
Well, I mean, doing it the clever way didn't work, so I'm going to attempt a brute force solution on this back door. Very, very technical. What I'm going to do is I'm going to punch it very hard, repeatedly, and that will get me the pause word, or in this case, break it to pieces. And hopefully that way I can get in.
That was so good with pause word that I'm going to let you do this anyway, but if you fail your roll, it'll just take you a bit longer.
All right. There's a 2.
All right, then. So you one punch man your way through that door. As you sort of like literally punch it off the hinges, you can see there's some kind of, for you, I guess it's a familiar room because it's an office and it's all computers. There are about 3 surprised humans in there who weren't really expecting the door to be kicked in by a bear.
I tell them that I am the senior pen tester for this computer system, and they failed the test. I tell them that their security needs to be much better, and I should take a look at the rest of their systems because clearly they've not been doing a good job.
While holding up some kind of like a Nokia that's not even turned on, but pointing at the screen.
Yeah. It's like it's a somehow broken Nokia brick that like I've sat on at some point. Yeah. I'm just gonna sort of gesture and use some kind of bear sign language, which is really just kind of doing this. Yeah, of course. It's a lot harder without thumbs, but I feel like I'm getting my point across.
Well, let's treat that as a crime roll and find out then.
Am I still on 3?
I don't know if you move your stats or not. You tell me.
I don't. Do they move when I fail, or is it like do I choose?
You choose. You choose.
Okay, right, okay. It's a 4.
Okay. So I guess like most humans, they're slightly too aghast at the situation to realize that you're pointing at a screen and pointing at their screens and shouting things that sound a little bit like language they use, but also you're like, rather angry and kick the door in. So I'm going to put the spotlight on Mr. Sticks.
Can I walk into the room and be like, say in my best Tannoy announcement voice, I'm afraid the zoo is closed. Could you please leave the premises? And like point towards the now open door. But I've learned how to like it's the one thing I can say quite well. I've learned to mimic because I used that as distraction when I escaped from the zoo.
I see.
I had to have everyone leave the zoo, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to run past anyone because I'm really slow. So I had to get everyone to leave, and then I just kind of slowly crawled out.
Okay. So, do you want to do that as a bear because you learned how to do it on Matot, or do you want to do it as a criminal because it's kind of a deception thing?
It feels more of a crimey thing.
Okay. It also feels like a brains thing, so you can have 2 dice.
Okay,
See if you can get them to reluctantly shuffle
here
past
we go.
Slick Billy.
I rolled a 2 and a 3, so both of those work.
All right then. So whatever you were saying didn't work, Slick Billy, but the appearance of Brains or Mr. Sticks has persuaded them to slowly, like sideways, shuffle past you because they don't really want to come that close to you, and you have free reign of the office.
Yes. I would like to move a point from bear into criminal, as I see, you know, our leader, my mentor, and I reminisce about how he saved me from the empty apartment that my owner used to live in after they were arrested for taking down more computer systems than any bear had ever done before. Obviously, the record was quite
One.
low. But,
It was
my
one,
first
yeah.
time.
Nice.
Yes.
Can your shiny boxes do anything?
Shiny boxes can do everything, my friend. Watch and learn. And I
I'll
will
pick one up, right?
try and find,
I just pick it up, yeah.
I guess, the inventory of the honey. Like, how much honey do they have? Where is it? Do they have records?
Yeah, okay. Let's give that a crime roll then.
It's, there should be 4 now because I've moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have it. It's a 3.
All right then. So you find out that there are, I guess, 2 things. No, let's go 3 things that are like hidden away behind passwords and things like that. Which, for some reason, the passwords are the letters you get by smashing a burr palm onto a keyboard. Number 1, there is a safe upstairs with something called valuables.
Ooh, that could be honey.
Sounds like honey.
Number 2, there is something about the lake. You don't read well enough to understand what it is. It doesn't really make sense, but there is something about the lake. And the 3rd one is a very clear word of trap. You know that word. Bear trap.
Okay. I relay this information to Mr. Sticks, who, I've just
Trap.
realized as I'm saying this, can read everything anyway.
Mhm.
But
Fine,
I feel proud that I
the
can
shiny
read
boxes
these words,
are your thing.
so-
I don't really sort of,
Mhm.
you know. Trap. Where's the trap? Where trap?
We need to keep a cool head, not get freaked out by the trap.
Lake. Maybe the trap's in the lake.
Why would they put a trap in the lake?
In case someone went for a swim.
I already did that.
Where's the honey?
Well-
Have I seen Crush Kringle since he went in the lake?
Is the door there outside of, like, adjoining this room? Like, is the door there, or is there another room?
There is an upstairs,
Ah,
which is where Sue is.
yeah.
So we'll flip back to Sue, and then we'll come back to the fighting. Sue, what do you want to do? There is a big metal box that has like red light bars or beams around it.
So, as I'm all greased up already, or shampooed up,
I mean, I was hoping you were going
I'm-
to say pooed up, to be honest with you.
as I'm all shampooed up, I'm going to try and slip past these beams of light to get to the big metal box.
Okay,
It looks intriguing.
cool. I guess we'll call that a crime roll then.
That is a 6.
Oh.
Oh.
They burn. It hurts.
Okay. Fire bad.
Ow.
Ow.
Some of the conditioner seems to be like glowing a slight yellow color.
Oh, but pretty.
Pretty but hot.
Pretty hot. Ow. I'm going to yelp out in pain.
Oh no. Bear, no.
I'm going to see if I can, not lull, attract the attention of those two strong bears that I heard before. They sounded strong and brave.
Okay then. So outside, while Fluffy and Crush Kringle are play fighting, Crush Kringle sees a familiar face. So Crush Kringle, tell me about your backstory as your polar bear wrestler.
Yeah, I am quite familiar with humans as well. I grew up in captivity. I was bought by a criminal gang who were running an animal wrestling rig, and I would wrestle. When I was young, I would wrestle other animals and humans. But as I became stronger and older and more bear-like, I was unbeatable, and there was no competition anymore. So they just had to get rid of me. So they released me into the wild.
I'm surprised they didn't, pivot you over to bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, do I like that better than baritone?
It's
Actually,
always
the pause word. Yeah.
It's always sad when you miss a quality pun.
Quality.
It's not a bear, it's a marsupial, sorry.
Still counts. Yeah, so go on. Sorry, Graham.
No, it's okay. I was just going to talk about the puns, so don't worry about it in the slightest.
Oh, well. The puns are more important, I think. That's why we're all here.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think they probably did manage to release me into the forest and drive away. And at some point, I managed to get in touch with Mr. Styx, and I have this grudge against all humankind for the mistreatment of my childhood.
Captivity shit, right?
Yes, that's how we bonded.
Yeah, exactly.
It
just forced me to have sex with female bears every day for my entire life. So.
I never really got what Mr. Six was going on about with this. He seemed very caught up on the whole sex thing. And I didn't see the problem personally.
He's like, whoa, he's me. And you're like, what? Okay, so while you are busy fake slamming Fluffy into the ground, one of the people that walks past, you recognize as your replacement that the gang bought. They bought this bear from the Cirque du Soleil so that he could do gymnast things while wrestling. They sort of went for the style rather than the power. And he makes eye contact with you as well. He knows who you are as well. And he sort of just lifts his lip to show the big bear teeth at you. And just curls his upper lip in disgust.
Oh, so we've got beef then. Because I was wondering whether he was in the same boat as me, a bit miffed by having lived in captivity all his life, but it sounds like he's one of them.
I can't think of a bear pun about Stockholm syndrome.
I've got one. It's a collaborator.
Collaborator.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a collaborator.
Nice. Collaborator. Well played, Tina. I like it. I've actually started writing the puns down so I can compare them. I'm taking this much more seriously than I thought I was going to.
So you can use them in your next game, right?
Maybe. Are you telling anyone that your replacement is here?
Yeah, well, I think while Fluffy and I are wrestling, I'll whisper to him that there might be a problem.
Want to do something about it?
I don't know. Sorry.
Are we going to turn this into a burial?
Come inside and barricade the doors.
Yeah, I'm suspicious as
now
to
they're flowing.
why he's here. I don't know. It makes me a bit worried. Does that mean the gang is here? Is he here by himself? Is he, has he also left the gang and is here with his own bear troop?
So you're saying he's the bearer of bad news?
So,
at the very least, we want answers then.
It's just sort of a hunch at the moment. I know him being here is bad news, and we probably need to work out whether he's on his own or not.
Shall we just bring this info back to Mr. Sticks?
Why? Well, one of us should stay out here.
Yeah.
And so let's try and conclude our fight and find out who the fake victor is.
Okay, yeah. Let's have your bear off then, and we'll see
Yeah.
who does well on that. Yeah.
The final throws. I've rolled a 4 again.
Roll a 5 again.
Oh, okay then.
So I will proclaim myself the victor, and I will take center stage, and hopefully enjoy the rapturous applause that is being given to me.
Oh, a clause. I like it. There's like 4 small children who clap.
Okay, well, I'll just try and keep the crowd captivated. Captured. While Fluffy, do you want to take the news back to Mr. Sticks?
Sure thing. Fluffy becomes slightly more unhinged at losing that fight, but we'll return.
Oh, do you also wish to move a point from crime into bear?
I think I do after that one, yeah.
Yeah. As he owned you twice.
Yeah. Right. 4 bear. But yeah, I'll rush back to Mr. Sticks. And let him
I'm
know that
spinning
potential,
on a spinny chair.
Yeah, we're just kind of like racing back and forth in the office.
I'm losing.
I like to think that Slick Billy is not only winning the race, he's managing to turn his chair through 360s while typing on a keyboard. It's not connected to anything, but he's still typing on it.
Yeah, I was taught the 360 no scope as well by my owner. They were very, very prolific. Never left that room, so I was very well taken care of there. Because my owner literally never went outside.
All right, then. Are you describing the average Call of Duty player, then?
Yes.
All right, then. So, you're losing Office Berlympics. Fluffy, are you, like, running in to tell them this? Or are you just, like, casually sauntering in?
I don't think I know how to do casual. I just bound towards the offices.
Okay, I mean, you were outside it, to be fair. It's not very far.
Yeah.
You can see that they're racing some kind of car you've never seen before. Do you want to join in?
Absolutely. Cars are meant to be driven.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Mm.
So,
That sounds like circus talk.
it does. Do you want to do your driver role and see whether you
Yes.
can outperform them in Chair Olympics?
Absolutely. Can I do this as a bear?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 1.
All right, then. While you two are racing at each other, Fluffy just absolutely steams between the two of you. A bit like Dodgems, and just sends you both crashing into desks to reach what he's decided is the finish line. You can now share your news.
Yeah, Crush out there says there might be a rival gang, at least one member of a rival gang, and maybe gangs, so maybe more?
In numerous gangs.
I think the lake might be trapped.
And there's something. There's a big box, right?
Oh, yes, there's something called valuables in a safe upstairs.
I think Sue's up there. She might need some help.
Okay.
All right.
Should we see what we can do?
I don't think the lion makes much of a trap anymore in that lake, but I'll go and check on Sue.
Okay. Well, let's make sure not all of us go up there. We don't want to make her claustrophobic.
Okay, that puts you in the lead. That was good. I sort of half regret doing this now because this is taking up lots. But anyway, claustrophobic.
This is the game
fabulous.
now.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Bear pun 101. All right, so Slick Billy staying downstairs. Crush, are you trying to follow the other bear?
Yeah, I mean, if the crowd aren't that interested, then I'm gonna sack this off because I'm all about attention, and if I'm not getting it, then I'm just gonna follow him inside.
Oh, you're going inside as well. Okay, I didn't know if you're going to try and shadow the other bear.
Oh, that bear.
Gang bear.
You're probably right. Maybe I need to keep eyes on him. Is he walking away from the crowd? What's he doing?
So he is heading towards the market.
Yeah, go on. Let's find out what he's doing.
Okay, no worries. I will come back to you in a moment. So, apart from Slick Billy and Crush, all 4 of you are in... Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're saying it says... The rest of you are in the upper building. It appears that Tina has managed to become fire along with a little bit of the floor.
Interesting.
I'm
On
gonna-
fire, do we have to put a fire out or just burnt?
There's little bits of like the conditioner is on fire. It's not very hot, but Tina is currently yes.
I will
It's a
pee
bit
on it.
burnt.
Did you say burns then?
Burnt.
Burnt. Okay,
Burnt.
yeah. And Sue is not happy about being too hot. But at least she's less greasy.
I don't know if I can say what I was about to say. I don't think she's happy about being peed on either.
Oh no, I peed on the floor, on the shampoo.
Oh, that's okay.
On the floor, not on you. Don't worry. No. I'm not uncouth. Come on.
Okay, so as the brains of the outfit, Mr. Sticks at least stops the building burning down around you. I think after a little, like, patting yourself down, you are no longer on fire. What would you like to tell your bear friends?
Behind the Bernie light things, there's a box, and it's interesting, and it's got to be important because it's behind Bernie light things.
I can agree to that.
If we smash Bernie light, maybe get to box.
Can I pick up the pieces of glass, and is it like a laser beam? Can I use a bit of glass to like refract it or something?
I would say it's definitely a crime roll, but yeah, because Sue did knock the glass in before,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Is that a brains thing?
definitely. I mean, I don't think most bears know what lasers are.
I rolled a 4 and a 5, so no, I've just burnt myself. Can I spend a thingy to get a? Oh, do I have to do a flashback, don't I?
You have to do a flashback
Yeah,
before
no
you
worries.
roll, yeah.
No worries.
Fluffy, do you have a solution for this?
I can only see one. This is the fancy plan that Mr. Sticks had seemed to have failed. So I will just swipe at the origin of the Bernie light.
Okay, make a bear roll then.
Make a barrel. Barrel? Nah, it's too easy. A 2.
A 2. Okay, so after watching you do things he's not entirely sure about, he just loses patience and hammers a piece of the wall off, which stops the Bernie lights. And the mysterious box is yours.
I'm starting to like you.
I like it.
You like me or do you like the cart I brought in? Not sure yet.
Okay, so we are going to switch back to Crush Kringle, who is about to do some stalking of another
So, yeah.
bear.
I'm like hiding behind trees that are slightly too small for me.
So, just before we do, Slick Billy, do you want to go and join the mess upstairs? Or as you see, like, Crush sort of like pull his coat up and kind of like try and hide his face behind it, are you going to go with him?
I think I'm going to go upstairs, see if they've sorted out the laser situation.
Okay,
There's
in which
still a
case,
safe that needs opening.
there is. I will come back to you in a little bit then. Okay, we're following the bear. He goes to the market.
We're going on a bear hunt.
You are going on a bear hunt. And there's no point to that because I absolutely loathe that book. It's just one of those books that like you have to repeat 4,000 times. I would happily burn every copy in existence at this point in my life, I think. Just no. So anyway, you're not going on well, I suppose you are going on a bear hunt. I can't think of a better way to phrase it.
He's going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. He's not scared.
No.
Oh no, a market!
Okay, now I'm interested, yeah. Okay, so are you doing stealthy or are you doing just walking like almost directly behind them in a confident bear way?
No. Stealthy. I'm really suspicious of this guy. I know what his deal is, so
Okay, no worries
I
then.
want to keep out of sight.
So he goes to the FC stall And he's talking to another bunch of suspiciously hairy humans.
Mm.
And you notice that they're all wearing like the same sort of like tracksuit bottoms. Like they've all got like a black pants with like 2 red stripes on them. And they're putting like things into their ears.
Putting things into their ears.
Mm.
Their bear ears.
Into
Or
their
their-
bear ears.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
can't
they might
imagine
have.
having fake human ears over bear ears. You know, the bear ones are bigger, so
Yeah.
that would look amazing, though. Yeah.
Fine. So I don't know. Are they putting earpieces in? I don't know.
They've sort of wandered off a little way to like a picnic bench.
Picnic.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm keeping eyes on them. I'm trying to get a feel for what they're doing here. I think they probably are also looking for honey. I wonder whether they already have honey that I
So
can
they're,
steal.
they're unfurling what looks like a big picture.
Is it a map of the area?
Do you want to go closer and find out?
I can swim. I
How can I swim through the forest?
I guess I will try and climb a tree directly over the picnic bench.
Cool. What could possibly go wrong?
Before that, you could yell boo boo.
Smarter than your average other bear. Yeah, okay. So I guess climbing a tree is a bear roll.
Okay.
You can have 2 dice for this actually, because I can imagine as being a thief, then you must have had to climb into
Oh, yeah.
places.
Fine. So I've rolled a 3, but I think I might. Oh, so am I doing a bear roll?
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like a bear activity climbing
Yeah.
a tree.
So I got a 3 then.
Okay then. So, it is indeed a sort of like topographical map of the local area. You can see there is an X on the lake and also an X in the building where all your friends are.
Okay. So they're the 2 locations. So is there something at the bottom of the lake?
A lion.
Yep. Yeah. Well, at some point the lion's going to be floating on top of the lake, but fine. Okay. So if there's something in the lake, I probably want to get there before the rival gang.
Okay.
So I will use the new information to my advantage and head straight for the lake.
Okay, so we're not going to collect the rest of your crew. We're straight to the lake.
Yeah, no, I'm a very independent bear. Yeah.
Bear dependent.
Yeah, there was no pun there. Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah. I could see you reaching for it. I was like, I don't think it's one either.
He's trying to get his bearings.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to top Tina's just the sheer volume of bear puns. But I did really like Paul's word, to be fair.
Yeah,
So-
Paul's word was good.
Are you diving into the lake then?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Okay. What do you want to do when you're in the lake then?
I'm looking for something at the bottom of the lake, I think. I might swim out to the middle first, just to check there's nothing floating, and then dive straight down and see what's on the bottom.
Yeah, okay. No worries at all then. So I'll let you make a bear roll, and then I'll come back and tell you whatever you see once I've gone back to the others.
It's a 4. It's a pass.
Okay then, so you do indeed spot some things, but I'm going to treat that as a mini cliffhanger and move to Slick Billy. You've gone upstairs. It kind of looks like someone's coloured in parts of Sue, like a slightly darker colour, and she seems somewhat grumpy.
Hang on, so I'm a black bear with slightly darker bits of black on me.
A disguise.
Maybe you were
ingenious.
kind of like sun bleached, but you know the burnt bits kind of stand out.
So like
Oh, yeah.
grey, like faded.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
a young bear at heart. Age is just a number. Live, laugh, roar.
Live, laugh, roar. Wow.
Laugh, lord.
Wow. That's like a war crime, that is. All right, then.
A raw crime, I think you mean.
Oh, she's too good.
You've created a monster, Graham.
No, I played lots of games with Tina. She was already a monster. I didn't make this at all.
He means that in
No.
the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No.
No. Right. So I've totally been punned off my bearings now. So yeah, I was trying to give Slick Billy some of the limelight. Someone has apparently set fire to Sue. There was a hole in the wall, and there was a big metal box. What is Slick Billy's backstory?
My backstory
You were
is
the hacker,
that
weren't you?
I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah.
hacker. Yes. I was
Excellent.
taught to hack computers by the greatest hacker the world has ever known. Sadly, she's in prison now for being such a good hacker. So yeah, I know. Somebody else became the next best hacker in the world, and they found her. So I was alone in the room for a few weeks before Mr. Sticks found me.
Okay. Well, I guess from playing computer games, you know that this is a box that often has things in that you're supposed to get to win the game.
Now, I think for a second, and I realize is it a red box?
It's a big metal box.
Okay, red means it explodes, and I learned that. So
True.
it should be okay to touch it.
Okay.
I would like to check the safe for traps because my owner's father was actually a secret agent.
Okay.
He defected from East Berlin, and these skills were passed down. So I'm gonna do something to catch up, right?
No, I think like Tina has the quality. You definitely got the quality side of it. I think the Berlin and the pause word were very good. Okay.
I will check it for traps.
How are you doing that?
By looking at it. I'm just gonna stand there and stare at it and hope that if there's like, I don't know, a bomb or like a tripwire or something, I will just see it. Because I've seen spy films. I didn't really understand what they were saying, but I know sometimes when you turn things, they go boom, or the floor opens and you fall. I watched a lot of Pink Panther as well.
Yes.
Mr. Sticks.
The one... Oh, damn it.
What
Sorry,
were
I
you
had
gonna
a pun lined up. Yeah, sorry, I had a pun lined up.
Take it away then.
Sorry, is it the one where he goes to Bavaria?
Bavaria. Mr. Sticks, it looks like Slick Billy's died. He's just stood there.
You're just like,
I will whack him round the head.
Whoa.
Like, wake it like with the rolled up sign.
Yeah.
Just be like, psh, psh.
Bad bear.
Just
What you
like a
learned in the zoo.
wakey kind of whack, you know.
I look for traps. No traps is good.
Does appear that way.
I will try and open the safe.
I'm going to move to the other end of the room. I'll wave the other bears.
I wave back.
I have faith in Billy. Stay beside.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. So, let's call it a crime roll, I guess.
Cool. Am I on 4 crime? I think I moved.
I believe
did I
so.
move
You
one
moved the
over?
point
Yeah,
over,
cool.
didn't you?
Come on. Slick Bill needs to get in this safe. 4.
All right then. So we randomly like smacking the dials around. There's a click, and it opens.
Excellent. And now we feast on the honey inside. As I, with a flourish, or as much of that as the sun back can accomplish, I open the safe as I say. And then
That was very good. The safe is full of what look like sort of almost like carrots, but like maybe a lot more red. And they don't smell like food. And
vegetables. I'm not here for this.
there is a kind of yeah, in fact, no, you would know what a timer was because you play computer games,
Oh,
and there is a
no.
timer.
Is the timer doing the ticking noise that they do when?
No, this is digital, so it's simply counting down, sadly. It's
I
not the
look
alarm
visibly disappointed in the subpar aesthetics of this. I'm assuming a bomb. Are there wires like coming off it?
So, from like the sticks of dynamite, basically, to the timer, there are indeed a lot of wires,
Okay, what color are the wires?
all sorts.
Okay.
Let's say red, purple, green, blue.
I was gonna say the bears have like colored
Yeah, I was
vision.
just-
Could
I'm
they
just
be
gonna
Absolutely
Google
no
whether
idea.
they've got
Birds
think
see
colour
they're
vision.
colourblind.
I was tempted to say like dark,
They all
less
look
dark.
grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grey, dark grey, light grey.
Is there anything else in the safe apart from the nasty, scary boomsticks?
There is a decent amount of what looks like green paper.
Oh, this isn't honey.
Yeah.
We're
Useless.
we're in the wrong place.
What? And I'll like run over and have a look. Pull
Oh
out.
no, it's all little dry bits of.
What's this?
I don't know. It's like
There is a
wood or
cl-
something.
What number
look,
is
there are
on
some
the what
sticks.
number is on the countdown on the bomb?
There is a 1, and then a 2, and then a 4.
What does that mean?
Could be anything.
Maybe
Just
it's a
changed.
password.
And
I
again,
commit what is clearly a secret password.
is it
to
red
memory.
bamboo?
Maybe it is, yeah.
Try it.
I will
It's
try
a
and
stick.
bite. I'm gonna try and nibble a stick of
Special
dynamite.
flavour.
Bear me 1 second while I just Google what dynamite tastes like.
You are now on a watch list.
I mean, probably not the glamorous kind, because
I'll
I'm
probably
attempting to.
sniff it first, right, rather than just straight away bite it, because it's strapped with wires and things. But
But it tastes like trinitrotoluene, or smells like that anyway. Which I imagine doesn't smell very nice, to be honest with you.
yeah,
I mean, if you eat the bomb, it cannot detonate.
That's true. I learned that from cartoons as well. If you eat the
Yeah.
bomb, your stomach just goes big and then small, and then it's
I
fine.
might
Yeah,
throw
smoke comes out your ears.
it. We're
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
aware this is a bomb, right?
You just do a big cough.
You are Mr. Brains. I mean, to be fair, Slick Billy is because of computer games. I don't know if there's a lot of bombs in zoos, so you tell me
No,
what.
but there's digital clocks and things.
Yeah.
So I might say to Slick Billy, why is this clock counting down?
I have played Counter-Strike many times. So this clearly means there are terrorists in this convention, and we should find them and eat them.
Okay.
That's one of the mods of Counter-Strike, I assume.
I'll
If it's not, someone should make that. I mean, come on. Bear has been planted. I mean,
I'll bring this with us, shall I?
I will take the shades off, for I have gone in. I have been in, but I've failed to obtain the honey. So the objective has not been achieved.
It was a neat touch, though. I did like it. So, Mr. Sticks, what are you and your gang of bears doing?
Leaving. This is a human valuables, not bear valuables.
Ah,
So I've got to
useless.
put
Barely worth anything at all.
Barely.
are we doing anything with the safe or anything?
The counter-terrorists will deal with it. It's fine.
Put it in the safe and shut the door and then leave.
Okay, no worries then. Leave the whole building, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going
Yes.
out via the Slick Billy created door or the one that's already there at the front?
The
I
front?
will leave via the created one, and if no one else follows me, I will be sure to cover my tracks, as every good hacker does, by just piling debris inside the hole and just leaving it like that.
All right then. So, I'm going to go back to Crush Kringle. Your power is swimming, is it? As a
Yeah, I'm
All right, then.
diving down. Hopefully,
Cool.
swimming includes diving.
I mean, I don't see why not. If driving includes driving attention, then I'm pretty sure swimming
Yeah.
includes diving, to be fair. So, cool. All right, then. So, make me a bear roll, then.
Yes,
So
with
it's
double
a-
dice.
Indeed.
Yes, I got a 3.
Okay. So, you dive really far down to the bottom of the lake. You quite like it down there, to be fair. It's peaceful. There's no one to bother you. And you recognize something at the bottom of the lake, because when you were fighting for the gang, like they used to play you a lot of wrestling videos, hoping that you'd pick up some of the moves. And there was a Hulk Hogan sign there, an enormous H,
Oh, enormous H. Are there any seals in the lake, just out of interest?
as in the animals.
Yeah, any penguins, any seals, anything?
Sadly, no. We're slightly to
It's
south for
It's
those
the
things.
worst body of water I've ever swum in.
I mean, there are fish. They're just probably not that interesting because of the difference in size. But
Yeah,
on the other hand, there's no killer whales either, so
yeah, fine. All
Mostly
right, fair enough.
plastic fish too.
Yeah,
these are real fish, yeah. Not like the disappointing ones.
fine. Well, I'll approach the giant H. I'm intrigued by it. Hulk Hogan was, I'll say, he was a bit of an inspiration of mine. So, drawn to the H.
Okay, so it is like different. Like most of the lake is kind of rock or mud. This is some kind of human material, and it's kind of like it's coloured. It's difficult to see because you're so far down, but it's definitely a different shade of grey to the rest of the things, and the H is in like white, and it stands out.
Okay, well, I'll swim around and around the H. I'll sort of like bash on the side of it, try and work out what's going on, whether there's something in there.
Okay. No, it literally looks like someone has like built something at the bottom of the lake.
Okay. Is there any way to get inside it?
No, there's not. No, it's like solid.
Okay. Can I move it?
It's about 50 foot by 50 foot.
Whoa.
I didn't explain that part, did I? Yeah, it's massive.
I mean, I thought it was big. I didn't think it was that big. Okay, and you can't
That
get
means the
inside it.
toilets are absolutely enormous then.
Why?
So that,
I'm just looking at the scale on the map. That means the toilets must be absolutely huge.
There's a lot of people at Honeycon. You need a lot of toilets.
That's true.
it's just one communal thing. You just sit around the outside.
One massive rim, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes. But yeah,
So-
like it's hard to draw a map that has any sort of scale when you're just like, I'm gonna make this up in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
great map.
I don't know. I can't really read. That wasn't in my backstory. So my bear would not know how honey is spelt. But he is certainly suspicious of the giant H. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm a very practical man. If I can't. All right. Well, yeah. Why don't I try and cut it? Can I damage it?
Sure. Okay. Make me a bear roll then.
Yeah. Oh no. It's a
No.
5.
Okay. So like it's hard underwater, and you can kind of scratch it, but you can't like dig into anything. Like it's quite hard, quite tough material.
Hmm.
It's definitely not something you'd find in a forest.
Yeah. Maybe I'll enlist some help.
I guess the closest you would refer it to is like when you used to do like your fighting in the abandoned warehouses. It's similar to that, where they put the ring in it in the middle of the warehouse.
Say that again. When
The material that has
Yeah.
the H on it feels like the floor of the warehouses you used to fight the other animals in.
Okay, all right, fine.
Okay. And we are going to flip back to the others. Who are you sauntering out of this office? Are you leaving at high speed? I believe you split up because Slick Billy's like gone out of his door and then piled crap in it, so you can't get out of it. She's, but
I
yeah,
think slow mo walk out of the building as it explodes, right?
I mean,
You
I guess
always work in slow mo. That's the problem.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
you personally
No.
don't have an
I'm a
option.
panda and I'm retired.
Get you a Zimmer frame.
Yeah, I was going to say a panda with a Zimmer frame.
Hmm.
Fluffy, are you going out quickly? Are you just ambling out with Mr. Sticks?
I'm ambling with Mr. Sticks. He's the brains, so he'll lead us to honey.
Okay, no worries then. And Sue,
I am also following Mr. Six and Fluffy.
All right then. So there is a kind of muted bang sound from upstairs, and from Slick Billy's point of view, like a sort of like the door of the safe gets fired through the side of the building, and sails off into the lake. But other than some smoke, it's quite loud. It's quite crowded at the whole festival fair thing. So maybe you got away with it. What would the four of you like to do now, though?
I think go to the lake, right? That was the other thing in the computer.
Yeah,
So-
it was lake and trap, and
I think we found the
sounds
trap,
like we
right?
found the trap. So yeah, I think we go to the lake.
Hmm.
Okie dokie then. Can all of you make me a bear roll, please?
Oh,
1.
3.
And
Sorry.
Fluffy?
4 out of 4.
Okay, no, so 3 successes then. I'm assuming a 5 is not a success for Sue. Okay then. So, as you're walking out of the office, like the hackles on your neck sort of rise, and you can see like on a picnic bench there is a bear who's like cut eyes out of whatever human paper they're holding, and you can see like because they've had to pull it over their bear nose, it's quite clearly someone looking at you. But those predator prey senses have kicked in for you, and something is wrong.
we're being watched.
It's a threadbare disguise.
As I say, can I speak to the bear?
So they are like 30, 40 meters away. You can
Oh.
try if you wish.
Yeah,
They're not like
I'm-
right next to you. I mean,
Yeah. I'll saunter over to the bear casually and ask why he was staring at me with those beautiful bear eyes.
there's a sort of like just blinking, and then you sort of like from like behind his thing, you see like his like paw comes up to his ear, and he's just doing this.
I'm going to fuss over him as if he's got an earache and he's just a silly cub. I've got this weird. I don't know how this has happened. I think Sue's turned into a mother at some point.
You do seem to- All it took was a laser trap and a bomb, and now
Oh,
you
yeah.
it's become all
I'm just going to
clumsy.
fuss over him. He's like, no, it's okay. I'm going to give him a bear hug as well.
Okie dokie then. So, let's make a bear roll then. And I need an opposing roll, so I will ask Dennis, make me a bear roll as well for the other bear. A 1.
Oh no.
And
Oh
Sue?
no. Also a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, okay
Ooh.
then. Okay then. So, I guess you go in for the bear hug, and as you do, the other bear kind of like judo flips you into the bench, but overbalances and just kind of like collapses on top of you.
I think this bear is being very forward and I'm going to push him off. I'm not that kind of whatever a lady bear is called.
Well, lady bear at this point, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the rest of you want to do anything? Because obviously you just watched a bear like effectively like just flip Sue into the ground and attempt to leave, but then falling over their own feet.
Yeah, I'll spring into action straight away and attempt to come to Sue's rescue.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
Tackle him, probably.
Okay.
If he's trying to get away, just trying to restrain. Tackle him to the ground.
Okay, so we're going to do a bear roll then.
Hmm.
And I'll ask Ian to do my opposing roll for me this time, please.
Certainly. 3.
Oh, okay, so the other bear's good. They kind of like spin over, do like a very panda-like roly-poly, but sort of like spring to the feet, and as you just like clothesline them to the ground. You've been practicing hard to beat Crush. It hasn't worked yet,
Oh yeah,
but you can like kick a panda's ass.
good
I'd
training.
like to interrogate him.
No, that was you pushed that
No.
one too far. I
Oh,
think.
come on.
No.
Oh, fine. I'd like to interrogate him then. You're gonna be mean.
I'm being mean by saying. Fair enough then. Mr. Brains, what do you want to do? While Sue is like, what are you doing? Threatening him with cups of tea?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be good cop and
Okay.
sort of try and get him to explain who he is, what other bears is he with, because we know he's with other bears. And what do his bears know that we don't?
Okay.
I'm going to
What do you think,
amble
Mr.
over
Sticks?
and say, hold him down. And they're going to come over and be like, who do you work for? And jab him with my rolled up poster. Who do you work for? Who sent you?
Getting a lot of use out of that poster.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
So he kind of like touches his ear and goes, "Code black, going dark." And then he's going to attempt to wiggle away and run off. So I guess at this point it is still probably Fluffy. So you can roll 2 dice. And Ed, please roll me 1 dice. I'd love a natural 1. But first time.
As a 5.
Okay.
Very sorry.
Well, he's clearly not going anywhere then. At this point, I should say, what are we finishing at 11? I don't know how much time we have or anything else like that.
It's okay. You can go on for a little bit longer if people want to. It's up to.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, fair enough then. I'll attempt to speed up slightly, I suppose. So, Mr. Sticks and Sue, what do you want to know from the rival bear?
Do they know where the honey is? Specifically, where the honey
Where's
is.
the
in
honey?
lake.
And any bamboo you may know of.
But mainly the honey.
Yeah, honey.
Okay, so he pulls some bamboo out of his pocket, and then
And I descend into like a violent, like horrible, disgusting, like
We've lost him. We've lost him.
feasting frenzy. Like more energy than you've seen me with the whole time you've seen me. I'm just like, and it's gross and dirty and it's embarrassing.
The guy's speed has finally
you're-
occurred all at once.
Your cheap tricks won't work on me. I'm no panda.
There's a
Who's good cop,
There's a
by the
panda
way?
pun. There's a panda pun.
There's a panda pun or something involving bribes
Yeah.
somewhere, but I can't bother trying to work it out.
Yeah, pandering to his vices. Yeah.
I like
I don't
it.
know, I described the last sort of scene as pandemonium.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's where I was
I
heading.
thought someone was going to say
Yeah.
pandemonium. Yeah. So the only thing he will tell you is that his friends will kill you, and no matter what, Crush Kringle's getting it.
Okay.
I-
Sue, can I borrow some of your
In a good way?
shampoo?
In a second,
Okay.
I am going to. We might need a disguise. I'm just prefacing this with some context before I say the next sentence. We might need a disguise. I'm taking his face so I can be the face.
Huh?
How are you taking?
Sounds fine.
I've got claws.
Maybe we
haven't
can
I?
get more information out of him first.
No, he's being being a pain.
Are you sure? Because I think maybe if we just start pouring the shampoo all over him, what I'm saying is we waterbed him.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, the pun competition is over, and we have a winner.
Yeah.
I really
Congratulations.
wanted it to happen naturally, but no. If you're gonna take his face off, then
Yeah.
I guess that has to. We can't really do that.
Does he look? He's a panda, right?
He's a panda, yeah.
Do our markings look similar? Are we largely
I mean,
pattern?
let's go with it. I mean, I don't know how different pandas look to other pandas, to be honest with you.
Hey,
Clearly,
to-
I feel.
hey, oh, whoa,
Racist.
whoa,
I know, yeah,
whoa.
yeah.
So
I like to do my
discriminatory.
But-
extensive anthropological research.
But will other bears know? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna, while I'm gnawing at the bamboo still, I'm gonna slide his trousers off.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put his tracksuit trousers on. I'm gonna pretend to be him.
Oh right, okay.
Is he
I
wearing
mean,
a
that's
hat?
probably easier and less messy.
Yeah. Probably.
Just take his newspaper. Just walk around with
Oh,
his newspaper over his
yeah.
face.
That's cool. Definitely.
Okay. So you're wearing his trousers. This is a bit like Arnie, isn't it? You've got his trousers and his newspaper. Newspaper. Is there anything else you want to do or ask the bear before you do whatever else you're going to do besides apparently rip his face off?
I think we have a much safer and less messy disguise going at the moment.
I love how Sue went from motherly, kind bear to rip his face
Take his
off.
face off.
Yeah.
And wearing
Have
Would
you
you like a
ever
cup of
known
tea?
other bears?
Is he wearing a hat? Because we've all got hats as part of our cunning disguise as humans. Was this bear wearing a hat?
No, he has sunglasses.
Mm.
And wearing sunglasses.
I know, yeah.
Are they different to the sunglasses that I put on earlier to be the hacker?
They are, yes.
Okay, I will take his different sunglasses in an attempt to look different.
Okay. I like that.
I'm
None
hoping
of the
you've
other
got
bear
another pair
gang-
of sunglasses on the side there, and you're about to put on a different pair. That would be awesome.
I do have a second pair of sunglasses somewhere, but they're not within reach, unfortunately. So. I know I should have prepared more physical prop comedy.
100%. All right, then. So we are dressing Mr. Sticks as this panda. You like the trousers, by the way. They got a very loose waistband.
Mm.
Perfect for pandas.
Practical.
They're good for rolling around in.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, give it a little roll.
Yeah, okay. Spot on, as if they were designed for pandas.
Oh. Okay. Nice. Love it. I'm writing it down on my couch sheet.
Yeah.
Panda pants.
Panda pants. So,
Cool.
I don't know why I found that quite funny. I lost my train of thought then. Just like, yes, panda pants.
Panda pants.
It sounds
So-
like something that could be real, you know, like.
I suppose so, yeah. So, what are you doing with the bear or the other panda?
I think you know what
Can
we're
I
going
take
to do
the
with the bear.
You can if you want. Take the earpiece, yeah.
I will stick the earpiece in. I imagine nothing's going to come out of it now, though.
Well, we'll make a crime roll to see if you remember how to do it, but you can do that and tell me what you get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I roll to put in earpiece and not just smack myself in the face. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. Sorry. 2.
Yeah.
All right then. So you can hear other bears talking. Tina has disappeared. Fluffy, what are you doing? Anything you want to do with the bear?
Well, he did mention that he was gonna. Well, him and his mates were gonna kill us, and I don't like that too much. So if we're all done with him,
We've
no one
just-
wants anything.
We've just looted his. We've pre-looted the body.
Yeah.
Didn't even wait till he was a corpse. Yeah.
Like, if we're all done with him, I don't want him to come back at us. Basically,
Okay.
I basically want to, unfortunately, end him.
All right then. Okay. No worries then. I don't think we need to make a roll for that because he's already like trapped between a whole bunch of you. So yeah, you can depanda him. And I'm going to flip
Rip
back.
him limb from limb. Just grab a limb each and just pull him apart.
Do you want to do that? He's quite crowded marketplace, but you know.
Just
Nah, don't need
sit
it.
on his neck.
Yeah, that's.
Oh no.
Take away his right to bear arms.
Yeah.
Oh. If I hadn't already declared you the winner, then yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris Kringle, you surface after being down at the bottom for quite a long time. You hear the distinctive snap of bear arms being removed from a bear, and
I love that sound.
Very distinctive.
You do. There's an odd bear stood with your bear crew. You don't recognize them, and they're wearing the pants.
Yeah, those pants bring back bad memories of when I saw them in the marketplace. like
Just
20
an hour
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Flashback to 20 minutes ago.
Well, I was heading towards the group anyway, so I'm gonna bear run towards them.
Okay, fair enough then. So, I guess you can choose yourself whether you recognize Mr. Sticks, perhaps from like non-visual cues like the way he smells or something like that, or just because he's with your friends, or whether you think Mr. Sticks is one of the other bear crew.
No, I'm very, very headstrong, and I don't think before I act, so I just tackle Mr. Sticks, presuming that he's one of my nemesis.
Okay then. So Mr. Sticks gets flattened by
It's
an
me.
angry polar bear. The sunglasses come off. Maybe you recognize him at that point. I'm not sure. Slick Billy and Fluffy, like, you know, is this what mating is like? I mean, Mr. Six talks a lot about mating. You're not quite sure. What do you
I
want to
learned
do?
Sure.
absolutely nothing about that from my owner, so I have no idea. I mean, there was a lot of talk about it, but not very authoritative. So
No,
There it is.
Fluffy was pretty much a solo bear, so none of that.
All right.
Fluffy knows that he can't take Crush in a fight, so he's gonna on one of the rare occasions he's gonna try and talk and drive the point home. This is Mr. Sticks and not an enemy.
All right, Crush. It's Mr. Sticks. But why is he wearing the pants?
It's me.
Oh, who are you? Why,
It is
why are you wearing
I,
the pants?
Mr. Sticks.
Sticks? Sticks? Are you one of the gang?
I'm in disguise.
A what?
Look, I'll point at the dead body.
And then I'm very happy about the dead body.
He's in disguise pants.
This guy
Yeah.
said him and his mates want to kill us, but you especially.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
But it's good that you thought I was him.
Yeah, it was a good disguise.
Yeah, well, thankfully you didn't rip anything.
Like his arms off.
Have we already made the you're wearing disguise pants joke?
Yeah, Graham just did.
yes, just a minute
fine.
ago, yeah.
Fine.
Sorry, I stole the pun.
No, it's all right.
I had to join in. So, you've got a good disguise, Mr. Sticks. What are you going to do with it? So, the last place you saw the other
So
gang
what-
was at the picnic table.
Yeah.
Ed is hearing lots of bear chatter about targets and timings.
what
We
do
need
I
to go to
hear?
the
Like,
lake, right?
can I make out anything important to advise my leader?
So, they are asking where Agent Glasses has gone.
Okay. I will. I heard what the bear sounded like his
You did,
bear
yeah,
voice, bear accent.
Mhm.
I would like to
The
emulate
bear accent.
Yeah. I would like to do an emulation of his voice, and I will say, I think they've headed towards the markets.
Okay. So, we'll definitely treat that as a crime roll.
I don't think I've done a single bear roll this whole time.
That's okay.
1.
All right then. So you do a shockingly good impression, which might weird out the other bears, to be fair, of how that bear sounds.
Okay.
And yes, Agent Arms and Agent Fists are dispatched towards the market. Somebody else reports they found the chute.
Ooh.
The shoot.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry.
Relay this
Go
to
on, Ed.
Mr. Sticks.
Mm.
Say, yes.
We need to get to the lake, right, and figure out what's in the lake.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the opportunity to tell them what I found at the bottom of the lake. I really don't know what I found. I found some kind of hard, solid, big thing that reminded me of wrestling.
Maybe this is where the humans wrestle for their honey.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the honey is in there because it seems to be nowhere else on site, so the only place it can be is in this thing.
Yeah. Honey doesn't mix well with water. I mean, I only read road
What's the-
traffic signs, and a H usually means either a hospital or a helicopter pad. Doesn't make much sense to me.
What's the little building next to the lake? Is that anything relevant, or is that like just on the map? There's
Was
a
that where
It is on the map.
Was that where the king of the jungle, king of the wilds thing was?
No. That's not on the map. That was just like a temporary stage.
Okay.
we should check that out. Maybe I could go and talk to them face to face, find out what they know, and you guys go and check out. Maybe there's a way.
Well, only one of us can swim, so
In the zoo, I had lots of tubes and pipes that would lead from one room out to another area, and then one would go back in, and one went. Oh no, I could pop up underneath. There's all kinds of ways.
We could maybe there's a way to drain the lake.
Yeah.
maybe.
We could drink it. No, it's too much. No,
All of it?
Too much.
Nah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, off to the little hut then, is it?
Mm.
Yes.
Sure.
Sorry.
You're all going, I assume, at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you approach the hut, like especially Mr. Sticks, you can see that like one of the park rangers is asleep outside it.
Can we sneak up on him? I think best to approach
Well, he's-
quietly for now.
He's laid on the floor.
Oh, I give him a kick.
Well, he rolls over and he's really floppy.
Mm. I say this guy's definitely dead. I've seen plenty of dead humans. This is a dead human. And I rip his arms off.
Just to be
I was
sure.
going to go and stroke his head.
You can stroke the head. That's
I won't
fine.
do that
In
to
fact,
an armless human corpse.
here you go. Do you want the
weird.
head?
That's weird.
I will
It's got a lot
take
darker
the
than I
ranger
thought it would go,
jacket.
but yeah. So there you go. You've got Yorick basically, and you just pull the arms off and leave them. I take it.
Yeah, I have nothing to do. I think that's what you do with dead bodies.
I mean, if you're a polar bear, maybe you do. Who
Mm.
knows? Are you going inside?
If there's room for us all.
Yeah, I think
So,
all five of us try and walk through the door at the same time.
Yeah.
it is quite small in there, and there is someone has opened like a trap door in the hole. Inside that, very reminiscent of your zoo enclosure. I was going to say your jungle gym, but that's not entirely correct. Is what looks like a big slide going down.
I'm in. I just bum first, happy panda.
That's awesome, because the rest of the description is there are some levers with words on them, and I think you're the only bird that can read. So
No.
you just...
That's cool.
But all right then, there's a couple of I guess big levers with words, but Mr. Sticks has just dived down there.
I trust
Yeah.
Mr. Sticks. I follow.
I say, Billy, pull those levers. You know what you're doing with that kind of thing.
I remember all the hours of Skyrim puzzles that I've seen, and I try and make that somehow equate to this situation. And I start pulling the levers in different combinations. How many levers are there? Like
There's
there-
only
there-
two. There's only two.
There's only two levers. Okay. I pull the left lever.
Why not?
Okay. And you leaving the right one alone?
Yes.
All right. There is a kind of rushing and roaring sound. Where are Fluffy and Crush Kringle at this point?
I'm Crush Kringles with Billy.
I went down
Okay.
the pipe following Mr. Sticks.
Fair enough. It sounds like a lot of water going somewhere.
Okay, sounds good. I'll take a look outside, see what's
Progress.
going on in the lake.
Okay. I guess there's waves on the lake now.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'd say, Billy, there's waves on the lake. You've made waves.
Ooh. I'll pull the other lever now.
Okay. The sound gets much, much louder. And I suppose you can sort of see the lake slightly start to come down. It is a big lake. And
Okay.
the other two of you,
Hmm.
at the bottom of the chute is a room full of very large beakers of honey.
You done it.
And in the middle of this, wearing welding goggles, is a honey badger wearing an earpiece. I tried to say that dramatically, but it's just such an amusing thing. That...
No, yeah, I think we're stunned silence. This is such good news and such bad news at the same time.
Is he alone?
Yes.
Fluffy charges forward.
Oh, okay then. Okay then.
And can I shout up the tube, honey?
You can indeed. All right then. So I guess we can have a bit of berry cuffs.
Yeah.
Fluffy is basically the taking the role as the barbarian at the moment.
Just seem that way. Yeah. We should have put you down as the muscle rather than the driver. So, you may roll, I'm assuming, bear to fight the honey badger.
Oh yeah.
And the honey badger is going to use its special skill of carnage.
Uh-oh.
So, I will ask Ian and Ed to each roll a d6 for me.
Okay.
3.
1.
Ooh, you got a
dear.
5.
Oh.
So I guess the honey badger is like a skilled combatant, and he's just kind of like stamps on your feet, uses your own fur to climb up to you, and just headbutts you really hard.
Oh.
Like you can just see bees flying around you. It's very hard to do this when you're wearing a pirate hat. Mr. Sticks, there is an insane honey badger currently headbutting Fluffy into next week.
I'm gonna go and eat some honey. No, can I take? Are they in big jars?
Yeah, they're not the beakers basically.
Oh, just with an open top.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's too tempting. Can I push one over so that honey goes all over the honey badger?
Oh, okay, yeah,
So, like,
yeah, that's fine.
Sticky him up or something.
Okay then. So
much of a
you've never
fighter.
seen honey like this before. It's like jet black. It smells like honey. In fact, it smells like very tasty honey. And when you throw it on the honey badger stops fighting Fluffy, and somehow he's now wearing like a sort of long leather jacket, and his hair is all suddenly in his face, and he just kind of like mopes around, boring, and just sits down in the corner and starts writing a poem.
I'll look at Fluffy
Okay.
like, did that just happen?
I think it did.
So
All
I'm
right.
just having a little overlay challenge. Here we go.
Can I like holler up the tube again at the others? Like, honey down here. Come.
Okay.
I will jump down the chute. Clearly, we've been
Weird honey.
successful. And
Weird honey.
honey is ours now, so I will join.
Okay.
I'm not jumping down. I'm still watching the lake. I want to know whether it empties.
It certainly looks like that's happening. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm going to wait because I feel like we might need a bear upstairs.
A bear upstairs. All right. What are you three doing with the honey then?
You figure some way to get it up the tube again, or
How big are the jars? Are they like bigger than us?
Like, think of like 4-pint milk things. They're not that big.
Oh, right.
I was
okay,
imagining like
fine.
massive, like
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. For a beaker,
Vats
they are
tanks
quite
full
big.
of-
Okay.
They are not like,
Okay.
hey, I drowned the bear.
I
in
thought it's
it.
like a big oil drum. I like rolled
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I thought we'd found oil for a while. I was wondering why it was honey flavored.
Honey flavored oil. Okay.
Yeah, it's treacle. That's what it sounds like. We're gonna have to work out some way of getting this honey
I'm
back
gonna
up to the
eat some.
surface.
I'm really hungry.
Okay.
I'm gonna
No
eat
worries
some.
then.
That does not
Smells-
surprise me, Mr.
Smells
Sticks.
great, and I'm like, I got it. It's like stuck on my nose.
I
So,
would
like
Mr.
to-
Sticks,
Oh, sorry.
you also, from out of nowhere, appear to be wearing like a long leather trench coat, all black clothing, and you've kind of got like a sort of like black eye star around your thing. Please replace your burr stat with goth.
What? Oh my god. Okay. My
And a
best.
sense of ennui and general disinterest in the world. And the rest of you, Mr. Sticks is a bit different now.
Maybe we should just drain out with the lake.
Nice. Nice. If it wasn't 11:15, I'd be like, nope. It is indeed honey. It's
Okay,
very much
cool.
honey. It smells
You
delicious.
sure I don't have to roll?
No, not at all. No, this is
Okay.
like the special honey that Honeycon was founded on.
Ooh.
Oh.
So you have indeed found your treasure.
Ooh, what would it be to try and remember if I saw any of this at the market? Like anyone selling anything like this? I
Nothing
did only
like
look
it.
at one stall. Maybe I remember seeing something.
So all the honey you saw was honey coloured and didn't smell like half as delicious as this.
How are we gonna get all of you back up the tube?
I'm smoking in the corner.
And listening to sad tunes.
Yeah.
Are there any doors? Any other? Is it just the chute? Like just the fun slide?
So there is indeed a door down here.
Oh.
Fine.
Hmm.
I may be forgetting. Did Fluffy have like a cart or something to push or drive? I'm
It's
guessing
parked
not there.
outside though. It's not.
Ah.
And there's the goth honey badger in here, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Who I just bumped a cigarette off.
Mhm. Yeah, he's invited you to a slam poetry competition. You don't know what that is, but somehow you're interested.
Sounds awesome. I mean, whatever.
Very good, very good.
Can we have a little peek at this door? See where it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just try the door. Is it locked or is it just?
Is there like 100 liters of water behind it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I would hope. Like I don't know. Maybe
There
we wouldn't
is
notice,
indeed,
but-
yes. So as you open the door,
Oh,
water
no.
starts pouring in.
Okay, right. I have to jump into the lake because I'm good at swimming and bad
Okay.
stuff is about to happen. So I'm swimming back down to the H.
Okay, no worries then. So I guess while you're doing that, then there is essentially like not right on top where the H thing is, but there is like a door open in the wall, and you can see like even though the water's going down, it's not gone down far enough to not sort of start drowning the bears in the other bits. So you've kind of got to either get your honey and escape or drown.
One in
sadly.
each pocket of my trench coat, and then.
Oh yeah, I mean
and
now
then
it's a
I'm-
useful
and
thing.
then
Yeah.
I'm off up the thing.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So that is a climbing roll for yourself then.
Okay.
Fluffy.
Grab as many and as much honey as I can, and follow up that chute. I think.
Okay, that is a climbing roll for you as well. So
rolled
bear,
a 1.
obviously. Okay, so yeah, you escape. I guess the honey badger will follow you because you're new, like not friends, but acquaintances that might choose to spend more time than average together. Slick Billy.
I don't have like anything to put honey in, so can I like grab as many as I can hold
tummy.
and climb out? Is that gonna
tummy.
work? Could I kind of inch? How steep is the slide? Could I kind of like inch up it like a worm or something?
Sure. I mean, you could just like basically revert. I mean, you are like a bear, so you're much stronger than a human, so you can just butt scoot
Yeah.
your way back up it. Fluffy, not Fluffy, Crush, you like swim into the room just in time to see Slick Billy disappearing up, and in the most water's still flooding into here, but
Yeah.
there is honey. There's lots of honey. It's
Yeah.
different and delicious.
I'm gonna take a taste. It looks so good.
Okay then. So, like the others, I think you're going to get some sunglasses. You automatically get an unlit cigarette, I feel, at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe you've got like a silver earring.
Fingerless gloves.
Oh yeah, fingerless gloves. Yeah. And yeah, suddenly you're a lot less bothered about, well, everything, you know, like people are still bad though. You still don't like people, especially
Yeah.
most people you don't know.
But as long as I've got honey,
I mean, you've got honey in a lot of pockets now.
yeah, fine. That's all right. Everything's cool.
So I guess as it's 11, we shall say that your bears. What do your bears do? So I'm assuming at some point you're all going to become goths. Do you go off and start a band? Do you become poets? What do your goth bears do with their new lives?
I'm going to set up a Vampire the Masquerade LARP.
Nice, nice.
I roam heavy metal concerts looking for mosh pits.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's a superb answer. And what does Fluffy do?
Fluffy goes into poetry.
Nice.
Rhymes about his 6 toes, his big nose, spits prose, it flows. He
Oh, okay. An
Nice.
actual poem. Very good, very good.
goes to the
And-
gym, it shows, all that.
Nice. And our puntastic Ed, what does Slick Billy the Goth do?
I attempt to convince Fluffy to form a band, but we can never convince enough other bears to join, so it's kind of just me and him.
Is it just you on triangle and him doing poetry?
Yeah, it's like a very kind of a very heavy triangle, you know.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
That could be your band name, Heavy Triangle.
Yeah, that's the eighth, but we can't decide on a band name because you know they all just kind of sound all right.
I love it.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll get to the glockenspiel or the xylophone.
Maybe like the big gong. That feels like a very bear
Yeah.
thing. Although you're not a bear anymore, you're a goth, so you know maybe not.
Am I still a bear and a goth, or am I not just
I
a
mean,
goth?
like physically you're a bear, but you know, mentally, emotionally, and
Yeah.
socially you're a goth.
We have no,
Spiritually.
did you say we have no bear stat anymore? We only
No,
have
it
goth
becomes
stat.
goth. Yeah, because I like there's a bunch of stuff that is the actual thing, and one of them is black orchid honey, and which turns anyone who eats it into a goth. It doesn't say you replace your bear stat with goth, but I thought that was an amusing thing to do, so
Yeah.
I rolled with it. So
I'm just
All right.
updating the overlay.
no worries. So I guess that's the end of Honey Heist. I think when we played it in real life, it takes about 3.5 to 4 hours, and I should probably have thought about trying to squash it into a 2-hour thing because I
That's
made
great.
up like a whole bunch of events that I didn't use because there wasn't time, and a bunch of random stuff in case I needed to move it on. I didn't even use it in the first time I played this, but I really want someone to come up and like Cousin Dave, and then just watch the bears try and pretend to be Cousin Dave, who promised never to come south of Alabama again.
Yeah, I really felt like I could have played more. It was fun.
It is,
Yeah.
It does need a little bit more time, but I had fun as well. So plus the puns were absolutely awesome, to be honest
Oh
with you.
yeah.
But I like the Grant Howitt silly one shots with a little bit of like structure. They're really, really good for the way I like to run things. So yeah, hope you had fun. Hope everyone had fun watching. I completely forgot people were watching at this point, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Was the content acceptable?
Definitely.
I mean, it
Was
goes out
definitely-
live, so I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not actually that family friendly. We're quite rude, so you can.
Yeah. I was.
Oh, no.
I described it as like PG-15, so we kind of tread the line, not go
it's
anywhere near it.
It's cool.
And I was like,
So many puns wasted, thrown away.
You're welcome back anytime.
yeah. I
Thank
mean, we
you.
could do
Thank
another
you.
one of these in a while or so. I'll find
Yeah.
another one that's good fun. So there is one
Yeah.
called Sexy Battle Wizards where you have 3 stats: Sexy, Battle, and Wizard. I don't know what you do in it, but I just like the idea of those being stats, basically. So yeah. Pete, do you want to do your Garblag end?
Yes. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out all our social media. Links are below. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe there as well. Join us on our Discord, where we've got we are just about to hit 700 members on the Discord, which is crazy and great. And also don't forget, tomorrow is Warhammer Wednesday, and we have got Inquisitor's Fall. I can't remember which version it's called. It's the Space Marine.
The Warhammer 40k thing.
Yeah, Warhammer. I can't remember. Then it's not Dark Heresy. It's.
I don't know why. The Dark Heresy is the older one.
It's like a whole. Yeah, it's the old Space Marine one, and my brain is wandering away from me right now, but that's fine. And then on Thursday, we have got. Unfortunately, we do not have the One Ring, so there will be another 4-player multiplayer Murder Hobo Baldur's Gate 3 session. So that is what we're doing. So Death Watch. That's what we're doing tomorrow night. Sorry. So many Warhammer role-playing games.
Yeah, there are
that I kind of forget the name. So Death Watch tomorrow night, and then Baldur's Gate 3 on Thursday. Cool. Thanks very much, everybody.
I just looked at the chat for the first time, and it's full of burr puns as well. Because normally as a player, you have time to look at the chat and things like that, but I don't. As when I was running it, no chance at all. All right, I guess we're off. See you all later. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.